Hey, what's up? John Sonmez here from SimpleProgrammer.com, and I got Matt Tran, who is my buddy here from Engineered Truth. You might have seen the interview I did with him a while back, and I've been on his channel. But he came down to San Diego, and we said, hey, let's hang out and walk around Pacific Beach. So I thought we'd do a video. Might as well, you know, do a little collab here. And Matt had a question about investment. I thought maybe it'd be kind of cool if I answer the question, and maybe we can talk about and kind of discuss the, you know, what he's planning on doing, or just the idea in general of this kind of an investment. Yeah.
So one of my friends came to me and told me that he just invested $10,000 of his own money in a company called Cupo Protein. So the buy-in is $10,000 for. And each stock is $1. So I get 10,000 shares for $10,000. So how much they're valuing their company is for $10 million. And they're in this round of funding, they're selling 10% of their company for $1 million. And the minimum buy-in is $10,000. So I'm thinking about buying a $10,000 buy-in. The two co-founders have a lot of experience in the beverage company. They've grown companies. So their experience is not an issue. But the issue is the product just finished in April. They just finally got it. They're doing test runs in Costco, so they're barely profitable, but they're evaluating their company at $10 million. So I'm debating. I'm going to ask John for his expert opinion on should I invest my money into this this business.
So yeah, okay. So we'll have to figure out how to do this, but
yeah, you can do stuff, right? I'm still here.
All right, yeah, you're still there. Yeah. So okay, so my initial thoughts on this. So I would say that you know, first of all, when you think about this, like any kind of investment like this, no matter how good that it looks, is always a speculation, because you don't know what's going to happen. You know, you can't predict this. A company could have a really good start and they could have a really bad finish. It's always, there's never any kind of investment like this where it's just a solid investment, because you don't have fundamentals, you don't have anything to go off. It's all total speculation. Not that you can't ever make a decision like this, but here's the thing I would advise for you, Matt. Since you've got something, okay, they can get money from anywhere, right? Because money is not hard to come by, you know, especially if you're gonna give them 10 grand. They don't need your 10 grand, right? That's not gonna be critical. You're not adding a whole lot there that they can't get from someone else.
Right.
And if they're asking for your 10 grand, that's kind of, regardless of what they're saying, it seems a little bit weird to me, just that, you know, they need 10 grand from someone. They should be going after bigger fish and looking for 100,000, you know, $500,000 investments. But that aside, what you do have to offer that other people don't have to offer is you've got charm and personality, but you have a big YouTube channel, yeah. Right? Yeah. So you have marketing, right? And you have influence, okay? Yeah. So what I would be trying to do if I were you is I wouldn't want to roll the dice. I wouldn't want to gamble my 10 grand on maybe this company will succeed and maybe it won't, but I still want to get the opportunity here. So if you think about it, right, you've really got a good pitch to them to say, look, I've got something better than 10 grand. You can get 10 grand from anyone, okay? Go find a millionaire, you know, to present them the deal, you know, they get their 10 grand or 100 grand or whatever. Okay. But what I've got is expertise in marketing and influence. You know, I've got a YouTube channel with, what do you got, like
30,000 subscribers now?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. 200, you're whooping my pants off, yeah. Right? I'll be at 100 soon, though. Maybe the time is
catching up, man.
So, you know, you've got that, right? And you know how to market things, right? You know how to present things, and you've got a loyal followers and audience, right? So I'd be coming to them and I'd be saying, look, here's what I can bring you. I can bring you that. I can, like, advise you on how best to promote this, and I can be a spokesperson for you, and instead give me 2% of the company or 3% of the company or whatever you can negotiate. I don't know. I mean, you said that it was 10 grand for what percent?
No, almost no percent.
Almost no percent.
It's like $1 million for 10%.
Oh, 1 million. Okay, so 100,000 for 1%.
Yeah, 100,000 for 1%. Okay, that's pretty steep.
So I think your influence, like you being an advisor and being on the advisory board, is worth probably 1%, probably worth $100,000. I mean, obviously, if they're successful, like you're going to move more than $100,000 worth of product, easy, right? And having your advice and your expertise, right? If they've never done YouTube, if they don't know how to sell on YouTube, like that's well worth more than $100,000. Even if you got 0.5%, it'd probably be worth it. And you just set up a deal where you're doing monthly calls, you're on a retainer with them, like like you've got some obligation to spend so many hours per week advising them and helping them and doing promotion and being the spokesperson. But I've actually done that with a few companies. I actually am an advisor on a couple of different companies where I'm on the board, and I have a few percent or a couple percent equity, and I didn't put any money in. It's a free roll for me. I put in time, and I have the expert, and they can say that I'm part of the board, right? And that's the value there. So that's what I'd actually advise for you.
Oh, all right, man. Thanks, John. I'll pitch it to them, see what they think. They might say no, but it doesn't hurt to ask.
No, you know, the thing is, like, you got to ask for the moon, right? Because sometimes you get it, and like it's kind of, you know, and honestly, I think you can make a really solid case. You can even, you know, you can send them this video.
Send them this video.
No.
True.
I mean, you could, like, but I think you can make a solid case for it, and that's, I mean, that's what I would do, because if you just take your 10 grand and you put it in, like, you're rolling the dice, right? I mean, you don't know, you know, maybe it'll be a really good investment, but you've got, a sure thing is putting money back into your YouTube channel. A sure thing is investing in real estate or something like that. But this is, I mean, if you had a lot of money, if you're like, oh shit, John, I've got like $1 million burning a hole in my pocket, I'd say, okay, well, yeah, take a roll on this for 10 grand and see what happens.
Yeah.
But in this case, you know, 10 grand is enough of an investment for you that you could be using that money, I think, to make more money, that I wouldn't take the, you know, and to figure that, like, if you're going to do a deal like this, right, think about someone like Tim Ferriss or a lot of these guys that do these kind of angel investing and startup investing. They got 10 bullets in their gun, right? If you're just going to take one shot, your chances are small. But if you're going to do this, then go find 10 companies similar like this and put 10 grand into each one, and then you're hoping that you're going to make a couple $100 or $1 million on one of those investments.
I see. Okay.
Cool.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, John.
Yeah. Take care.